convener of Open Nigeria and Africa Unite, and the anchor of Nigeria Now at ONN and the Nightingale Radio International. I am the CEO of ONN. I have a special announcement to make to the people of Nigeria and the people of the world. It is about the APC. APC is a bloody enterprise. It is a terrorist organization, and it just acquired the SDP as a weapon for the must not happen 2027 election. The APC is the biggest terrorist organization in Africa, fronting as a political party in Nigeria. I'm saying it emphatically because I know so. I was a member of the party for 8 months, and I saw what I saw and decided to withdraw from the party. Looking at what happened since 2018 when I left the party to now, I have been vindicated. The biggest investors in the APC are the corrupt and divisive Arab elements who address themselves as northern leaders and who mastermind terrorism and banditry in Nigeria in their long-term agenda or ambition to violently seize Nigeria like they seized the Hausa land in 1804. This is the reason they have made installing puppet state governors across Nigeria as a high priority. The APC, I reiterate, is not a political party, but a jihadist terrorist organization. Just for your information, the people of Nigeria and the world. And we have already sent out a message hoping that it will get to President Donald Trump here in the United States, from where I am broadcasting, to be very careful of the government in Nigeria, because the government is driven purely by those who mastermind terrorism and banditry in Nigeria. America has had an experience with Abdul Muttalib, who was arrested on his way to the United States in a U.S. airliner that he had intended to blow up. So President Donald Trump, I know you love the United States. You love America. I love America because I've been here since the past 29 years. Next year, I'll be 30 years here. I have lived here. I've enjoyed this place. This place has given me an opportunity to express myself the way I would never have had the opportunity of doing in Nigeria. Yes, I have the tools to reach the world and do whatever I want positively to do. Yes. Hey, Betsy, how are you? Lachelle, I am an American. What do you want us to know? You already heard me. Dr. Logic, why do you have an American flag, an Ethiopian flag? That is not an Ethiopian flag, but it's a representation of Ethiopian flag. It's the Rastafarian flag. I'm a Rastafarian. That is why you see it. You see the lion in the center. Yes, that is a diagnostic of Rastafarians. Atlanta gets that threat often. I'm actually in GA, and we are safe. Great, great. So, the people of the world, the people of Nigeria, be on the standby because the terrorist mission is expanding in Nigeria. It is driven by those who do not want to be Nigerians, but they only become Nigerians when it is time for them to steal, rob, and create confusion in Nigeria. They are Arabs, they are not Nigerians, but we have tolerated them for a very long time. It's either they abide by the rules guiding Nigeria or they go and find their own country. Yes. So it is the people of Nigeria, I put you on notice, especially you in Nigeria. And if you are from other parts of Nigeria who belong to the APC, know ye that you are a member of a terrorist organization. I was inside the party for eight months. Yes, as an observer. Some of my friends who were in it at the time Nigeria was having trouble, 2015, 2014. They needed an alternative. This is why I don't buy any more idea of a coalition in Nigeria. It is either you found a party driven by an ideology that people who believe in their ideology will subscribe to or nothing. The idea of coalition is what brought us where we are. The coalition was made of strange bedfellows, some drug dealers from Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his gang of criminals, and then the other one from CPC, yes, in the north of Nigeria, led by Muhammadu Buhari. That is where all those who mastermind terrorism in Nigeria are from. Buhari is the grand commander of terrorists. Yes, Boko Haram terrorism in Nigeria. Yes, through him, Bello Matawale, now defense minister of Nigeria. You can imagine, he was a state governor for 8 years. And during his 8 years as governor of Zamfara State, he was hobnobbing, quartering, and arming militia group that are killing Nigerians and raping them and kidnapping them. Yes, that are imposing taxation on Nigerians. So that party is an evil party that everybody must abandon and allow it to die. And no person from that party, no person who holds this obnoxious northern nationalist ideology should ever be given the opportunity to lead Nigeria. They have led Nigeria for over 50 years, and all they brought about was destruction, division, and exploitation. That is a people who come from the part of Nigeria where over 30 million children are on the streets day and night begging when they are supposed to be in class. That is how they recruit terrorists. Those young people are young, waiting to be recruited terrorists. Yes, that is how they are dangerous. Those people who fail to develop these children are very dangerous. Yes, and just a couple of days ago, something happened. We are still investigating that. I am not going to make any statement, clear-cut statement. The best I can do right now is to condemn any dastardly killing of any Nigerian anywhere in Nigeria. Yes, but investigations are ongoing. We are hearing a lot of things. What happened when some people, they claimed they were traveling through a state in Nigeria and they were stopped by the vigilante group because of insecurity in Nigeria. Communities now provide security for themselves. Nigerians power themselves. They generate energy and electricity for themselves. They generate water for themselves. Now they provide security for themselves. Essentially, Nigeria has no government. Everything in Nigeria has collapsed. Yes, Nigeria is waiting for the doomsday, which is actually very, very, very near. Yeah, that is what it is. There's a horrible, horrible, horrible experience that people are going through. Harrowing experience, food insecurity, because terrorists and mercenaries have taken over forests and farmlands across Nigeria. Yes, a sprawling edifice of a beauty of a country. Yes, because of the tragedy of leadership. It is crazy how things are shaping in Nigeria. For real, if Nigeria collapses, it's going to be a lot of problem for the entire West African sub-region and by extension the whole of Africa because of the size of the country. Some people are toying with the destiny of our country. You hear in Nigeria where some idiots say they want to impose Sharia on places that have nothing to do with Sharia. Yes, so that is how bad. Islamic terrorism in Nigeria is growing. Yeah, it's getting out of control. So this is why we are putting all Nigerians on notice. And I want to remind Nigerians about the direction we are heading. Be prepared for the worst. And this is the reason we've been telling you. Be careful of who you choose as leaders. Be careful of who you choose as leaders. Be careful of who you choose as leaders. But you did not listen. You were not listening. Now we are paying the price. The cost we are going to pay to reverse the damage done to Nigeria already, if we are ever going to be able to do that, is going to be huge. And it's going to involve human blood. It's going to involve a lot of things. I don't know any way out of this quagmire that we are in, especially at a time our country has been circled by mercenaries, letting the people with no option than to fight back and free themselves. So that is where we are right now. So this is a short announcement, yes, coming from me as a former member of APC with clear knowledge of what the party represents. Yes, when I was there, that was when Buhari, I don't know what he did with Omar Agege. Yes, he was having a hard time with the then Senate president. Omar Agege was a senator and at the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. They wanted to get to Saraki, the senator then. What did they do? Omar Agege was detailed to violently remove the maize from the National Assembly. He did that. He recruited thugs who did that. They went violently. He led them to the maize and they violently took the maize. I wonder if that could have happened in the United States with sharpshooters all over the place, snipers waiting. They would have taken him out. But because it was a conspiracy, the police refused to do their work and allowed this fraud, yes, this dastardly act, this act of treason to take place that desecrated the National Assembly. And since then, the Senate has not been the same. Senate of Nigeria is dogged by one type of controversy or the other. The latest being the Senate president sexually harassing a female senator. Yes, in front of her husband, behind where her husband was. He was telling, inviting her to spend time with him. What a disgrace! Yeah, and the young lady spoke up and ganged up against her to suspend her from the Senate for 6 months, and now are proceeding with recalling her by paying so much money to her constituents to effect a recall so that they will replace her with a criminal, yes, the ex-governor of Kogi State, a crook, a criminal, a deadly criminal, in the Senate. Nigeria has become like a Colombia of the 1980s. This is so sad how things have changed in Nigeria. Really, very for worse. Things are getting desperate for Nigeria and the Nigerian people. So I thought I shared this. And the second thing that happened, what I saw personally, again, was revolving Omar Agege. Yes, revolving around him. I was the only party member of APC who stood up and publicly condemned him for what he did, because that was a major violation. Yes, beyond the political party partisanship. And I told him, no, you should never have done that. You know what? They made me look like I was a criminal, like I did something wrong. That I'm not supposed to hold critical views against a fellow party member, as if I am in a court. I reminded them, I am an activist. My job is for the people and not for any party. Yes, I needed the party to run and not to be a fool. So it didn't go down well with them. So that was how the trouble started. Yes, and then with the party primaries came, I declared my intention to run for Senate. When I did that, after making the political party popular in my state of Delta State, I was the one who made APC popular. At the time, you could not say APC and then not get a death threat from the PDP, yeah, the opposition party, or the party that claims that it owns Delta, another useless party for that matter. Yes, but I damned them, and I kept on pushing the message of APC until people started accepting the party. But once I declared my intention to run for Senate, the problem started. Now the question was, they started calling me an Americana. Go back to your country. Yes, as if I was no longer in Nigeria. I hold dual citizenship of Nigeria and the United States. Yes, and that did not bar me from being a Nigerian. And they told me, go back to your country. This is not your country. We don't do it like this here. We don't run democracy here like you run it in America. Now I looked at them and said, you are running darkness here. America is running a democracy the right way. And I am here to help reshape things. And you are treating me as an alien. Yeah, they treated me like I was an alien. Some were telling me, bring the money, your dollar from the United States. They will eat your dollar. After that, they'll push you off the cliff. But I will not allow that happen to me. So 3 weeks are close to their party primaries. I pulled the plug, removed myself from the terrorist organization. Yes, it was a terrorist organization. Yes, and the party collapsed in Delta State, and they never recovered from it. The nucleus was taken away. This is the power that I'm using to tell my fellow compatriots, if you are still a member of APC, you are from my state, you are from Bayelsa, you are from Akwa Ibom, you are from River State, you are from everywhere in that Niger Delta, get away from it. It's a terrorist organization. Yes, terrorist organization that has brought poverty, mass poverty upon the people of Nigeria. A terrorist organization that cannot hold Nigeria together because the drivers are non-Nigerians. They are Arabs. Even if they may have a black skin color, their mind is evil, very wicked, extremist religious ideology. Yes, they are the founders of Boko Haram and the Fulani bandits. They are not good for any nation. They are not good for Nigeria. Nigeria cannot continue on that evil trajectory and hope to arrive at this Eldorado. It's impossible. I don't see it. Yet the future of Nigeria in APC's leadership is bleak, bloody, and it will be catastrophic. The best thing is to pull the plug on that party and let the party die before it kills Nigeria and Nigerians. Good morning, and I'll see you later in our next broadcast. Thank you, and I love you. Bye.